Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening everyone, good evening. How are you guys? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? Please let me know guys. Is everybody fine? Is everybody great guys? Please let me know. No issues whatsoever? Okay, great. So yesterday we had some issue due to which we had to close down the stream, right? So today I've changed something. I've not used the same one. I've used something different itself. Let us see if this works out for us or not, because I don't have any idea that this will work out for us or not. This is the first time that I'm using this software. So if there is any issues at any point of time, do let me know, because you guys will be dictating us if this looks fine or not, or is there any problems with this. Okay, so the day two of this particular bootcamp, we are redoing it because there were some issues that was happening. So that is the reason why, as you're able to see, the day two is visible for you guys right over here. So this is a like a pilot test that we are doing today. The maximum clarity of things will be 720p itself, because again, like I said, this is the first time that we are trying it out. If this works out for us guys, then we'll use this to go further itself. Okay, guys, so that's great that you guys were able to understand so easily. That's really great of you guys. Okay, so next thing that is there is that we need to understand something. So yesterday, up till where were you guys able to listen to me properly? Could you guys let me know? From yesterday up till where were you guys able to listen to me properly? Could you guys let me know, like, what were you able to listen to properly and what you were able to understand? So from that point forward itself, we will be continuing it further. Okay, we learned about creating alerts. We learned about creating the console.log, right? Anything else guys? Anything else? So prompt, were you able to understand, or should I redo prompt guys? Please let me know. Were you able to understand prompt guys, or should I redo prompt itself? Please let me know. Should I redo prompt, guys, or prompt was something that you guys able to understand? So redo. Okay, no issues in that, guys. No issues in that. We'll redo prompt once again. No issues in that whatsoever. Okay. So prompt again, I'll be asking the same question from you guys. Okay. What do you understand by the term prompt in normal English? Okay. What do you understand by the term prompt in normal English, guys? So we are able to understand one thing, that okay, I'm prompting somebody to speak up. Okay, I'm prompting somebody to speak up. I'm prompting my friend to speak up in front of his crush, right? I'm prompting my friend to speak up in front of his crush itself. So we are telling somebody to do something. We are telling somebody to do something itself, guys. Due to that reason itself, guys, right now we are prompting the user. So we are the developers, guys. We are the developers. The user is currently using the website that we developed right over there. We are prompting him that, okay, please tell me the answer of this question. Whatever question you want to ask him or her or them or they. There are so many different pronouns right now. I don't even want to say it, right? So we are prompting them that, okay, say the answer, guys. Say the answer. This is the question. Say the answer. So take an input from the user. To take an input from the user itself, guys. That is what we are trying to do. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand it, guys? Please let me know. So what we are going to do right now is that, again, I'll just open up the chat in my phone, guys, so that I'm able to see what you guys are typing all about. Once the chat is open, okay, the chat is also open right now. Then what we are going to do is we are going to open up our console once again, our developers option once again itself. So right click, inspect. Okay, that will open up the developers console. Inside of the developers console, we don't want this, so we'll just remove this itself. Okay, and then we'll take up a prompt, guys. So PROMPT prompt. Okay, and then the question that you want to ask from the user: what is your name? Okay, that is the question that I want to ask from the user itself. That prompt, what is your name itself? Okay, so I'll just put up these semicolons, quotation marks. brackets and semicolon. So semicolon, you guys remember it, right? That is the end of the programming sentence, the full stop for ourselves. Okay. So as soon as I play enter, okay, to run a particular code, I just have to press enter itself. As you're able to see, we are getting something very similar to an alert, guys. Are you guys able to see that? We are seeing something very similar to an alert, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Okay, guys, one more thing I wanted you guys to understand. So we have two volunteers. So this bootcamp is completely free. We are not charging you guys anything for that, right? So, but that is the reason why we have two volunteers who work for DevTown who have just one particular job itself to figure out what you guys are writing in the live chat. On the basis of that, those accounts that are there that are asking for attendance, they are not paying attention to the class, they're talking about something that is not even relevant to the class itself, or they are just trying to create a ruckus in the class. These students' email IDs are then noted down, okay, and we put them up inside of a blacklist itself. The blacklist basically means that no matter if this student is coming to the class every single day, no matter if he's submitting the project, he's creating the project or not, he will not be receiving his certificates because he was not present in the class to learn. He was present in the class to ask for attendance. And we don't appreciate that. We don't want such type of kids to be there inside of our boot camps itself. All of these students who are writing presence, who are writing attendance, these guys will not be able to get their certificates. So this is your last and final warning, guys. After this, if your name is coming up with the blacklist for that, I will not be able to help you guys out with that. Not come to me at a later point of time saying that I didn't get my certificates. You will not get it because you are not studying in the class. Students who are studying in the class, who are coming here, pushing themselves, learning right over here, those are the ones who like have deserved their certificates. You guys don't deserve it. So those writing present sir in the live chat, those writing attendance in the live chat, these guys are not going to get any kind of certificate itself. So I'm letting you guys know right now itself that these students who are writing present sir or attendance will not get any certificates from us. Okay, just focus upon the class, the last and final warning itself. Okay, guys, so right over here, actually able to see, you get something very similar to an alert. Are you guys able to see this? Are you able to see this, guys? You get something very similar to an alert itself, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. So, but the only difference is that, okay, yes, Chrome, the new tab page says, what is your name? We are getting the question that we are asking, but we are also getting an input field. Here, the user, I'm the user right now. I'm not the developer. I'm the user. I can actually answer this question for the developer. My name is Shaurya Sinha. I'm just inputting my name, Shaurya Sinha, right over there. As soon as I press OK, as you're able to see inside the console, we are able to get Shaurya Sinha present right over here, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. So that is how you can use prompt. So alerts is basically to show something to the user, alert him of something. Okay, whereas prompt is to take in inputs from the user itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Okay, great, awesome, guys, awesome. The next thing that we need to understand is something called as variables. Now, please try to understand this, that in every single programming language, this concept of variables is something that exists everywhere. For example, there are programming languages called as brainfuck. Okay, there's a one programming language called as Pikachu, where you have to write Pika, 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 Pika. That is how you basically write the entire programming language. So there are multiple, there are thousands, tens and thousands of programming languages throughout the entire world, guys. But in every single programming language, the concept of containers is the exact same. Sorry, not the containers. The concept of variables is the exact same, guys. Now, let us try to understand something about variables. For example, my name is Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. My name is Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. There's a very long name itself, right? My friends are not going to call me by this name every single day, right? It is just not possible for them. They're not even going to remember this name as well after a few years. So what do? They assign you a nickname. Now, if your friends are very close, like you are having you are the best friends, then that nickname is going to be very abusive in nature. Otherwise, if you are just friends, then that nickname is going to be on the base of some of your characteristic. Okay. So for me, my nickname in school was, when I was little, in my school days, my nickname was Burnt Noodles. Like, I'm just telling the English translation. So in Hindi, it was basically Jali Hui Maggie. Okay, or just Maggie as well. So basically, that means burnt noodles. That was my nickname when I was a kid. So now that nickname is something that has been assigned to your name. Everybody in the entire school knows that, okay, if somebody is calling out bird noodles, he's referring to that particular person itself, because that nickname has been assigned to my name. So that nickname is equivalent to my own name right now inside of school itself. So you need to understand this, guys, that even in when you're programming as well, you have a lot of data around you, right? There's some numbers, there's some text, there's something else. Now you if you're using the same data again and again and again, right over here, if I'm writing Shoresna again and again and again and again, then that is a very lengthy word, and every single time I have to write the same word, and that is a very long process to come across it. What we can do is we can assign a nickname to this particular value. We can assign a nickname to this particular value itself, guys. And this process of assigning a nickname is called as variables. And then instead of using the value again and again, we can just use the nickname every single time, and that nickname will be referring back to this particular value. For example, if I create a variable, guys, var name, okay, var name. So creating a variable in JavaScript is very simple. You just write creating a variable itself, the name of the variable that you create. So here I'm just creating the name of the variable as just name itself, and that basically contains the value that is there. So Shaurya Sinha, okay, that is the value that it contains. As simple as that, guys. So I've assigned a nickname name to my value, that is Shaurya Sinha. Now every single time if I want to use this particular value itself, instead of writing Shaurya Sinha again and again and again, I can just use the value name. I can just use the nickname name itself. For example, console.log name. Okay, so now you hear this name refers to the value that is contained inside of it, that is Shaurya Sinha. The value that is contained inside of it, that is Shaurya Sinha, guys. If I press enter right over here, you are able to see Shaurya Sinha being printed off on our screen, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Think about it as nicknames. Okay, the nicknames that you get assigned inside of school or colleges or even in your current life itself, the same way you are nicknaming a particular value. And so using that value again and again and again, you're using the nickname that refers to that value. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Okay, great. Awesome, guys. Awesome. So now you must have seen these terms undefined coming up again and again on our screens. Have you guys seen this? Please let me know. Have you seen this, guys? This undefined coming up again and again. I'm very disappointed and nobody asked me this, that, okay, why is this undefined coming up on our screen? Usually I get this question a lot, but I was not able to see. I was able to see just one or two questions like that. So I got a little bit disappointed. So nevertheless, just to make sure that you guys are able to understanding what this undefined is, we need to study another topic called as functions in JavaScript. Okay, these functions in JavaScript, we'll try our level best so that we are able to cover functions today itself. Okay, we'll try our level best to cover up functions today itself, guys. And if we are able to cover up functions, then I will explain you guys what is this undefined and why is it coming on our screen, guys. Okay. So for that, we need to understand what is functions, guys, and that we'll be studying in this bootcamp. So whenever we cover up the topic of functions, then I will explain it to you guys. What is this undefined and why is it coming up on our screen? The next thing is that in every single programming language, there's a lot of data that exists. There's some text-based data, there's some number-based data, maybe some positive integers, negative integers, maybe you are having some decimal values itself, you are having true and false values. You have different types of data that exists inside of every single programming language. Now, every single programming language has its own set of categorization of this data. Please try to understand this, guys. Maybe you guys have learned some other programming language before coming to this bootcamp, guys. Maybe some other programming language you have already learned and then came to this bootcamp. Please don't confuse what you have learned in that programming language to what it is present inside of JavaScript, guys. There is no relationship between these two programming language. Every programming language has its own set of data types, guys. Its own set of types of data that exist. So please don't confuse that I learned that into that programming language, this is something different. Yes, it is different because it is not the same programming language, guys. Okay, so right over here inside of JavaScript as well, we categorize our data into various different types. For example, these type of data that exists inside of quotation marks is called as a string, guys. And you can actually check the type of a data by using the type of method, guys. There's a method called as type of. Whatever object you will place inside of this parenthesis, it will let you know what is the data type of that object. Are you guys able to understand this? For example, if I put short name, okay, I will put Shaurya right over here, Shaurya. As you're able to see, it is showing me that the data type of this particular object is string. Okay, the data type of this particular object is string, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Similar to that, the data type. So you can create a string using anything. You can create a string using double quotation marks. You can create a string using single quotation marks as well. A string can contain spaces, capital letters, small letters, numbers, special characters. It can contain anything that you want. It can contain anything that you want itself, and still it is a string. So you can create a string using single quotation marks as well as double quotation marks, guys. Okay, single quotation marks as well as double quotation marks itself. Similar to that, the other type of data type that exists is called as numbers. Okay, all your positive integers, negative integers, positive decimal numbers, negative decimal numbers, all are called as just numbers inside of JavaScript. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. All your positive integers, positive decimal values, negative decimal values, everything is called as an integer inside of JavaScript. For example, 54. Okay, a number. As you're able to see, it is showing as a number. Negative 54. Again, a number. Negative 54. Okay, sorry. Negative 54.456, again a number itself. So all these will be categorized as numbers. The next will be a data type that you need to understand are the true and false values. Something can be either true or something can be either false. These are called as Boolean values or just bool, guys. Boolean values or just bool. So right over here, guys, we are having false, false. Okay, as you will see, it is showing a Boolean value, and then true. It is showing again a Boolean value itself. So true and false are the only two values that exist inside of Boolean, guys. Okay. Now, please try to understand this. This JavaScript is a case-sensitive language, guys. JavaScript is a case-sensitive language. That means for JavaScript, a capital T and a small t are two separate things. Itself. That is the reason why if you try to write true with a capital T, it won't work. It needs to be a small t itself. If you try to write false with a capital F, it won't work. It needs to be a small f itself, guys. So it is a case sensitive language. The next thing that we need to understand about variables is some of the rules and regulations while naming a variable inside of JavaScript, guys. There's some rules and regulations that we need to understand while naming a variable inside of JavaScript. Let us see that. Okay, so paint, we'll just open up paint right over here and we'll try to understand this from here. So sorry. Okay, just to recap it, those guys who are writing present sir, please do not, you are not going to get your certificates. I've already warned you once. Those who are writing present sir inside of the live chat, they are not going to get any certificates from us. So you are just wasting your time right over here. If you want to study, ask questions, participate in the session. If you don't want to study, just leave my class itself. It's as simple as that. Okay, so right over here, guys, as we are able to see, let us take up the name NAME. This is the variable that we created right now, right? This is the variable that we created right now. Now, let the variable name be divided into two separate halves. Okay, we'll divide it into two halves itself, guys. The first letter of the variable name. The first part of the variable name is the first letter of the variable name, guys. The rest of the variable name is the second half of the variable name. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? The first letter of the variable name is the first part of a variable name. The rest of the variable name is the second part of a variable name itself, guys. The first letter of a variable name, according to rules and regulations of naming a variable, can be small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, or an underscore. These are the only three possibilities that are there for the first letter of a variable name. Nothing else you can put up as the first letter of a variable name, guys. The second half of the variable name, that is the rest of the variable name, can contain small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, 0 to 9, that is numbers as well as underscore. You cannot contain any kind of special characters. You cannot contain any kind of spaces, any at a rate, ampersand, anything, hash, maybe a space itself. You cannot contain these inside of a variable name. Variable names are case sensitive in nature, just like JavaScript. That means small s, so for example, small str, capital str, small s, capital T, small r, capital S, small t, capital R, all these will be considered as different variable names, guys. All these will be considered as different variable names. These are not the same names itself. You cannot use reserved keywords as variable names. Please try to understand this as well. You cannot use reserved keywords as variable names. For example, you cannot use console as a variable name, guys, because it already has a particular value to it, guys. You can already have a particular value to it. But why can't we start a variable name with numbers or special characters? The reason for that is because I didn't created JavaScript. Okay, I didn't create JavaScript. Brendan, I created JavaScript almost 20-25 years ago. And I don't know if he's alive or not. I have no idea about it. If he's alive, just message him on LinkedIn, try to ask him. Okay, if I would have created this language, I would have let you guys know. But these are the rules that are there that we need to remember while naming a variable. Okay, is it fine, guys? Please let me know. I don't know if he's alive or not, guys. If he's alive, message him on LinkedIn. If he's dead, then may God rest his soul. It's fine. This secret is going to get buried with him itself. We have to survive without knowing why are we not allowed to use numbers as the first letter of the variable name. Actually, I know the reason for that, but I will not be able to explain it to you guys because it requires a very good knowledge about how a computer works. And I am very sure that 90% of you guys don't know that, and I don't want to complicate things even further down the road. But yes, there is a hypothesis that I have made why we cannot put numbers at the first letter of a variable name. But the actual reason, I don't know that. That has got like lost in time or some shit. Okay, okay. So I hope that is understood by everybody right over here. Okay. The next thing that is there is, guys, we took an input from the user, right? Right over here, we took an input from the user, but that input came to the console. We are not able to use this input. That input came to the console. We are not able to use this input. We're taking the name of the user. We are asking a question and what, dude, what is your name? We're taking in an input from the user as well, but we are not able to use it. What was the use of all doing all this, right? So we need to save the input inside of a variable so that we are able to use it at a later point of time. Right now it is there inside of a console, but we are not able to use it. We're able to see it, but we are not able to use it. It is just like the thirsty crow story itself, that there is a pot of water, but we cannot drink out of it. We need to figure something out. And to figure that out, we are having the particular solution that we just learned right now, that is variables. So what is happening right over here is that when you're writing the prompt statement, you are taking in an input from the user. Whatever input that the user gave, okay, whatever input that the user gave, that input got thrown towards you. Okay, that input got thrown towards you. Think about it in such a way. Okay, it will be very easy for you guys to understand it. You were standing right over here. You gave in a prompt to the user. The user filled an input, and that input got thrown towards you itself. But because you didn't have gloves, you were not able to catch that input, so it got just left behind and it got stuck on the wall. That is your console. Okay, got stuck on the wall. That is called as console. So we need to catch this input, guys. We need to catch this input and store it so that we are able to use it again and again and again. Are you guys able to understand this? Are you guys able to understand this, guys? That we need to catch that input, store it so that we are able to use again and again and again. And to do that, we have just learned how to store variables, how to store values inside of variables itself, right? So we are going to tell JavaScript that when that value is getting thrown to you, save it. Okay, save it somewhere. So we're going to have var name is equals to prompt. What is your name? Question mark. As you're able to see right over here, guys, what I've done is that I have whatever input that is getting thrown towards me, guys, whatever input that is getting thrown towards me, that input I'm saving it inside of my variable called as name. Okay. I'm saving it inside of a variable that is called as name, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Whatever input that the user is giving, I'm storing it. I'm telling it, okay, var name is now equal to that particular input itself, guys. Now, if I run this, if I give like, okay, Shaurya Sinha, and I'll press enter right over here as the input and then enter. Then now if I do console.log, guys, if I do console.log name, you are able to see that now it contains the input that the user gave to me. It contains the input that the user gave to me, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Am I coming in the middle of it? I am not able to see anything, so I'm not able to understand it, but I hope so that I'm not coming in the middle of it, guys. Please let me know. I hope so I'm not coming in the middle of it, guys. Please let me know. Okay, I hope so. Yeah, I'm able to see that I'm not coming in the middle of it, so that's fine. Okay, great, guys. Awesome. So the next thing that we need to understand is some of the properties associated with strings, guys. Now, what happens when you do 3 plus 5, guys? You add two numbers, right? 3 plus 5 is 8. Now, what if instead of using numbers, I use a string? So, sure, plus Sinha. So when I do addition on two strings itself, because they are not numbers, they cannot add it, it forms a new particular method that is called as concatenation. It basically attaches these two individual strings together to form one string, guys. It attaches two individual strings together to form one string. And this is called as concatenation, guys. This is called as concatenation, guys. Okay, we are having two individual strings that now have become like think about it as what happens in Dragon Ball Z, right? You have Goku, you have Vegeta, they do a fusion and then they form Gogeta or Vegito or something like that. So basically, instead of having two individual strings, you get one single string itself, guys. As you're able to see, we are getting Shaurya Sinha. Now you can do concatenation with as many number of strings as you want. For example, right over here, I'll do concatenation with a blank space as well. So here I'm concatenating three strings together. Writing Shaurya space Sinha right over here, guys. Shaurya space Sinha right over here, guys. So React.js is a library of framework. It is a library. We will be understanding why is it a library, but first we need to understand the basics. Guys, please try to understand it. Not everybody knows JavaScript. Not everybody knows programming. So for us to start React.js, the basics of JavaScript should be foundational knowledge should be very clear so that we are able to start React.js itself. Like I said, in my boot camps, I don't consider anybody that they know programming as well. I start from the basics itself. That is how I roll. Okay. So next thing that we can do is we can utilize whatever we have learned up till this point of time to take in an input from the user and show him a welcome message, a customized welcome message itself. First, we'll ask, what is your name? We'll take him his name as an input, guys, that is Shaurya. And then we'll showcase, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown, a custom welcome message to him, guys. So let's first take in the input from the user. That is very simple. That is basically var name is equals to prompt. What is your name? We need to take in the input from the user, right, guys? We'll take the input as Shaurya right over here. Okay, so we have taken up the input as Shaurya. Then we want to showcase a output message, guys. We want to showcase an alert to our user saying, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. So for that, we need to create an alert, guys. So ALERT alert. Sorry, ALERT alert. And then right over here, guys, we are going to put up our message. So hi. And then we have to concatenate name right over here because name contains the string that is Shaurya. So right over here, name basically contains the string that is Shaurya. That is the input from the user itself, guys. Okay. Then you are having plus right over here as well. Hi, Shaurya, comma, welcome to DevTown. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Okay. So why? So many of you guys might be having the question that why are we not using VS Code or something like that? Because I am the one who has a little bit more knowledge than you. You are learning from me. So there is a particular reason why am I not using VS Code. That you will be able to understand before starting React.js. After completing JavaScript, when we will start React.js, I'll be explaining you guys. There's a conceptual knowledge right over there. There's something related to concepts that I need to make sure that you guys are able to understand. That is the reason why we are using console. Okay, there's a reason. There's a reason behind everything that I do. It's not as if like I don't have VS Code. I have VS Code installed as well. But there's a reason behind it. So try to learn right away. Do not try to question. Try to learn. Okay. So right over here, guys, as you're able to see, as soon as I press enter right over here, you are able to see, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown coming up to our screen. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Are you guys able to see that? Please let me know, guys. Good. Okay. So the next thing that is there is, guys, that we have learned about alerts. Now the main problem is, as we're able to see, every single time we are writing just one line of code and then executing it. We are not able to write multiple lines of code together. Were you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Were you guys able to see this, guys? Please let me know that we were not able to write multiple lines of code together, guys. We were writing one line of code and then we had to run that and then go for the other line of code itself. Now, how can we write multiple lines of code inside of console? To do that, we use something called as, if you press enter, you run that code. If you press shift enter, you go to the next line. You can continue writing your code as well. For example, right over here, guys, I'm in var name prompt. What is your name? I don't want to run it. I want to write another line of code as well. So instead of pressing enter, I'll press shift plus enter, guys. As you're able to see, shift plus enter made my cursor go to the next line of code. Made my cursor node go to the next line of code itself. So shift plus enter, guys. That is what you have to do. From right over here, you can continue writing your other line of code itself. For example, alert. Then you're having hi space name plus comma welcome to DevTown dot exclamation mark quotation dot. Okay, so as you're able to see, now I have written two lines of code right over here. If I want to run these two lines of code itself, I'll just press enter, and as you're able to see, you're getting what is your name. So I'm writing Shaurya right over here, and then having hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Why do we get comma in string? Why not before double quotes? Because this is a part of a string. This is what we want to showcase to the user. This is grammatically correct English grammar, nothing else. That is just like hi Shaurya, then there should be a comma at the end and then the rest of the line. That is the reason why that comma is there. It has no meaning to programming. That's just English. Okay. Okay, guys. So that is how you can write multiple lines of code as well. Now, it is a fool's job to write code instead of console, guys. The reason for that is you will be pressing like shift enter, shift enter again and again to write your code, and by mistake you press enter and everything is lost. You have to write it down once again. It's a lot of waste of time right over there, guys. Secondly, why are we writing code instead of the console right now? Because we are going to learn front-end web development in this bootcamp. As a front-end developer, as any developer, as a front-end developer, a back-end developer, you spend at least 20 to 30% of your time inside of the console debugging errors. Okay, so there are a lot of bugs, that are errors that exist inside of your platform that you create, the website that you create. So many a times you have to come to the console and you have to search for those errors, make sure that those errors are gone. So we need to have a little bit of familiarity with the console as well. That is the one of the smallest reasons why I'm teaching the guys to use console. Okay, there is the bigger reason as well that we will be understanding once we finish JavaScript. Okay, once we finish JavaScript, guys. Okay, guys. Somebody's asking why you be using alert, why not console? So console will only, so please try to understand this, guys, where we are programming. So this is developers console. Developers console is only like only developers use it, as the name suggests. It's a developers console. A normal user will not be able to see it. When you want to showcase a message to a user, you use alert, because that is a notification that is coming up on your website itself. It's coming up on your website itself. But when you're using a particular console that is just being a console.log, that is just being printed out inside of the developer's console, that is visible only to the developer, because he knows that that exists right over there, guys. Okay. Okay, next, guys. So the next thing is that we need to shift to somewhere where we are able to create files and continue writing our code at one particular place instead of taking up the tension of pressing shift enter again and again. So what we're going to do is we are going to leave console and we're going to go into sources, guys. Okay, we are going to go into sources. This is sources, guys, as you're able to see. We are going to go into sources from the top. Then right over here, are you guys able to see this two arrow buttons, guys? Are you guys able to see this two arrow buttons? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see these two arrow buttons, guys? Please let me know. Just click on these two arrows, guys, and select snippets. Okay, click on these two arrows, guys, and select snippets from right over here. Once you open up snippets, click on create new snippet, guys. Click on this button called as create new snippet. Here you are able to create. So what do you mean by snippet in normal English, guys? What does snippet means in normal English? Can somebody let me know? What does snippet mean in normal English, guys? Could you guys let me know? In normal English. I don't know programming, guys. What do you mean by snippet in normal English? Please let me know, guys. A small piece of text, right? A small piece of paragraph itself. That's called as a snippet, right? So here snippet basically means a small piece of code. Here we want, right, JavaScript code itself. So you can name this file as anything. Okay, I'm going to name it as, I'm going to take up one of the names. I'm going to take up one of the names from my brother. It says a PIU. That's my brother's name. So PIU.js. Okay, that is how I'm naming this particular file. PIU.js, guys, as you're able to see. So you can name this file as anything that you want. Okay, anything. But .js extension basically means this is a JavaScript file. Whatever code that is going to be present inside of this file is going to be JavaScript code itself. Just like you're having .ppt, .pdf, something else itself. Okay, here .js is basically the type of file that is there, that is JavaScript file. You can click on this button, guys, hide navigator, so that you're only able to see this. You can scroll this a little bit down as well. We don't require it at all. We don't require this. Okay, we don't require this as well. Okay, guys. Right over here, guys, you guys can write your code directly, just like how you write text inside of a Word document, right? When you open up a Word document, do you have to press Shift Enter? No, right? You just continue writing. You want to go to the next line, you just press Enter right over there, and then continue writing your code. In a similar manner itself here as well, you don't have to press Shift Enter. You can just press Enter and it will take you to the next line, just like normal text itself. For example, you're having var prompt prompt, sorry, var name is equals to prompt prompt. Then you're having what is your name, question mark, semicolon. So to go to the next line, you just have to press enter, guys. You just have to press enter. That will take you to the next line itself, guys, directly. There you are going to continue writing, for example, alert alert, hi, space, plus name, plus welcome to DevTown. Dot, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. As you're able to see, we are able to directly write our code without any tension. We can directly write a code. Once we are able to finish writing our code itself, we can save it. We can use Control S to save this code. And if you want to run this code, guys, so you click on this play button down below, guys. Are you able to see this play button down below, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this play button down below, guys? Please let me know. Just click on this particular play button, guys, and whatever code that is present inside of this file, that is pu.js, whatever code is present inside of this file called as pu.js, all that code will be run for you. So, for example, what is your name? So, sure. Let's assume Priyan, Priyanshu, and I'm having hi Priyanshu, welcome to DevTown. Okay, hi Priyanshu, welcome to DevTown itself. As simple as that. Okay, so we are able to write whatever code that we want inside of this console, and whenever we are inside of this sources, that is snippets, whenever we are ready to run our code, we can just click on this play button. It will run all the code for us. Will run all the code for us, guys. Now let's assume that every single day thousands of users are coming up to your platform, and you want to showcase all these thousands people coming to your platform. We want to take their name in, and you want to showcase a welcome message to them. Okay, you want to showcase a welcome message to them. So we are having multiple options, right? The first option is whenever a new user is going to, and these users you don't know at what time they are going to come. Please try to understand this, guys. What do you want to do? Are you able to understand what do you want to do? Whenever a new user is coming to your website, you want to showcase him a message that hi, you have to take in his name, and then hi Shaurya, or hi Priyanshu, or hi Prithviraj, welcome to DevTown. You want to showcase a customized message to him. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know, guys. Good. So for doing that, you need to understand one thing. These users are coming at random timings. One is coming in like in the early morning. The second one is coming after 2 hours. The third one is coming after 5 minutes. The fourth one is coming after 1 second. The fifth one is coming after 3 hours itself. You don't know when these people are going to come. So what we need to do is whenever the user is coming in, we need to copy paste this code at every point of time. For example, if 100 users are there at random places, then we have to do at those random places we have to put these 2 lines of code. So the first thing that we can do is we can copy paste these 2 lines of code at 1000 locations, right? We can copy paste this code at 1000 locations itself. But what if at a later point of time you want to change the welcome message? You want to change the welcome message from hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown, to hi Shaurya, how are you today, welcome to DevTown. You want to change the welcome message itself, so you have to change that at 1000 locations. Wherever you had copy pasted these 2 lines of code, you will have to change it at 1000 locations itself, right? So instead of doing that, what if we were able to provide these 2 lines of code with a nickname as well? There's like variables exist which provides a nickname to a particular value. What if we were able to create a nickname for code in which we have to write the code just once? We have to tell that particular nickname that okay, this nickname now represents this particular 2 lines of code, and every single time we want to use that code, we just use that nickname. We just directly use that nickname right over there itself, guys. Okay, and if you want to change something, we just have to change it in the definition of that nickname, that from today this definition is a little bit different, and that is what we call as functions. This nicknaming a particular code, a piece of code, the nickname a particular piece of code itself is called as functions. Just like variables were like pointing to a particular like value, functions point to a particular code, a piece of code itself, guys. Now, creating a function is very simple inside of JavaScript, guys. It's very simple. Right over here, guys, these are having these 2 pieces of code. Let us change that into a function. So first we need to write function. We need to tell JavaScript that we are creating a function itself. Then the name of the function, so let us call it a greeting, greeting function. Then a parenthesis. Okay, then a curly braces itself. Now, what is the use of this curly braces? All that I'll be letting you guys know in a few minutes. Right now, just try to understand that it is required right over there. In a few minutes, I'll be letting you guys know why that parenthesis actually exists. Then, whatever code you want this particular greeting function to contain, whatever code you want this greeting function to contain, you put up a curly braces and you put all that code inside of this curly braces itself. You put all that code inside of this curly braces. So now this function greeting contains these 2 pieces of code, guys. These 2 lines of code. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand how to declare, how to create a function itself? This is called as declaring a function. Okay. It's called as declaring a function, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know how to create a function. Now, if I try to run this, it will not run, guys. If I'm trying to run this, I'm not getting any prompt. I'm not getting any kind of alert. Why is that the case, guys? Can somebody let me know? Why is that the case, guys? I'm trying to run this, but it's not happening. I'm not getting any kind of like alerts. I'm not getting any kind of prompts. What is happening right away, guys? Can somebody let me know? Can you guys think about it? Even if it's a wrong answer, it's fine. Like we are here to discuss. We are here to learn. Okay. So can you guys think about it? Why is it not happening right over there? Need to call. Many of you guys are saying need to call. So what is this meaning of the term call itself? Let me try to make you guys understand about it. Give me a second. So let me introduce you guys to our very special guest right over here, guys. Or should I get a better guest? Let me get a better guest for you guys. Today is a very interesting day. Let me get you guys a better guest. So give me a second, guys. I will get a better guest for you guys, and I will make you guys understand what is this function called. Okay. Let's try to make things interesting. Sorry for being a bit late, guys. I'm back once again. So this, my friends, is Lucy. Okay, this, my friends, is Lucy, guys. So Lucy is a Persian cat. She likes to kill a lot of different animals, especially rats and cockroaches. Now I'm very afraid of cockroaches. Okay, I'm very afraid of cockroaches itself. So she tries to protect me. So she tries to protect me right over there, guys. Now the point with Lucy is that I've told you guys everything about her. She's a white Persian cat. She is almost 7 months old. She does not like to be touched a lot. Okay, as you're able to see, she does not like to be touched a lot or picked up, and she loves kisses. Okay, so Lucy basically will protect you from cockroaches and rats. That is her speciality. Now let's assume that today we were sitting together and a particular cockroach came to you, or a particular let's assume a rat came to you, guys. A rat came to you. Now you want Lucy to help you, but how will Lucy know about that? Okay, that she needs to come and help you guys. How will she know about that? You need to call her, right? You need to call her that Lucy, please come here and save me from this cockroach. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. I told you guys everything about Lucy. I told you what she will do for you, how will she help, what is she. I've shown you guys that as well. But for her to come and help you guys out right over there, you need to call her up, right? So that is how the entire concept of your like functions also work. Right over here, when we have created this greeting function, we have just declared the function, guys. We have just declared the function. We have just told that, okay, this is Lucy and this is what it can do for you. This is a greeting function, and these are the two things that this function can do for you. That is the all that we have said right over there, guys. For it to actually do those two things, you need to call it. You need to call it. This is just defining the function. This is just telling you guys about Lucy. But for Lucy to help you, you need to call her. Okay, so to call a function, it is very simple. Just write the name of the function, guys. That is greeting. Okay, GREETING, greeting, guys, and then parenthesis, then semicolon. This is how you call a function. This is how you call a function, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guy? I wanted to make things a little bit more fun for you. That's the reason why I've brought in Lucy as well. She has put up hair all over me. But yeah, that is how you call a particular function, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so right over here, if I now save this and run it, okay, you are able to see that we are getting what is your name. So, Shaurya, and we're getting hi, Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. So, everything is working absolutely fine. Now, when Lucy is coming to help you, she requires a little bit of help from you as well. She cannot just, how will she know where are you located at? You need to send, so Lucy has her own phone, right? Lucy is a very high society kind of girl. Like she lives like a princess, right? As you were able to see, she didn't even like me picking her up. She even bit me right over here. So the point being that she has her own phone. You need to send your location to Lucy first of all. She requires a location. She requires to know how many treats will you give to her so that she is able to come there and help you out. It's a transaction. It's a transaction with Lucy. She needs a little bit of treats right over there. Maybe some fish pieces, maybe some bones. If you're able to provide that to her, then she will come and help you. Otherwise, not. So even before contacting Lucy, whatever she requires to kill that particular cockroach, you need to provide that information to her. The location where you are at, which room are you in, okay, where is that cockroach located at? You need to point it out that there is the cockroach, please kill it, right? All these things you need to provide it to Lucy. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Lucy is a girl or a cat? Dude, I just made you guys see Lucy just 5 minutes ago. Did you guys just forget her in like less than 5 minutes? How is that even possible? Okay, no issues in that, guys. So, in a similar manner, sometimes your function also requires some things for it to actually work. Okay, for it to actually work, it requires some information from you. For example, right over here, hi name, welcome to DevTown. Let's put up your age is plus age. Okay, so right over here, guys, we have added something. This particular function now requires your age as well, guys. This function now requires your age as well, guys. So we need to provide this function with age. We need to provide this function with your age. So we can do that right over here. This is where you provide the function with the things that it is requiring to actually work. So this function requires age to actually work, guys. This function requires age to actually work. Okay, so this is where you're declaring that, okay, if you want this function to work properly, then you need to provide this function with something called as age. This is your declaration. For example, when I was talking about Lucy, I told you guys that, okay, if you want her to work for you, you need to provide her with treats. But you're not yet calling her. You're not yet calling her for help itself. This is what we call it as. So this is called as declaring a function. You are declaring a function right over here, and you're telling that, okay, this function requires this. Okay, this is called as a parameter, guys. This is called as a parameter. Please remember this term very clearly. This is a technical term. You need to memorize it. It's called as a parameter right over here, guys. Similar to that, this is called as calling a function. So when you're calling a function, you are using the function. You need to provide in with an age as well. For example, let's put in my age 26. Let's put in my age 26 right over here. So this is called as an argument. Okay, this is called as an argument. So when you're calling the function, it is called as an argument. Okay, when you're calling a function, it is called as an argument itself. When you're declaring a function, it is called as a parameter. Please remember this, guys. You can remember this by using DP and CA. So that is how I remember it. DP means when I'm declaring the function, it is called as a parameter. And CA basically means that when I'm calling a function, it is called as an argument. So DP and CA, this is the short forms. Again, used to remember that, okay, DP means, okay, declaring a function parameters. Okay, then I'm calling a function to argument to CA. DP and CA. This is how you can use, like, remember things as well. Are you guys able to understand this? These are just technical terms. You have to memorize it. There's no other way. There's nothing to understand right over here. These are just words that you need to remember. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Please repeat the short forms DP and CA just so that I'm able to understand that everybody understood it. DP, that is declaring a function, that is called as parameter. And when you are using the function, calling the function, that is CA, calling the function, we call it as arguments itself. Okay, now you can put up as many number of parameters and arguments as you want. It is not limited to just one. You can put up age and location. Okay, LOC, location itself. You can put in something else, whatever is required by your function to actually work. Whatever is required by your function to actually work, and provide it inside of this parameter itself. And the similar way you will have to provide it to the location right over here. For example, Bangalore. So that is how you basically create functions, guys. Now, when Lucy is going away, when she has come, she has helped you. Okay, she has asked for treats, she has provided that to her, she helped you out, and then now she's going away. So while going away, Lucy is a very kind-hearted person, guys. Lucy is a very kind-hearted person. So while going away, she will provide you with a gift while to remember her by. That is her hair. Okay, a lot of fucking hair itself all around me. So while going away, Lucy will provide you with a little gift to remember her by, guys. That is her hair. In a similar manner, right over here, guys, you told that, okay, if you are helping me out, these are the things that will be required. Okay, this is how the function will be helping me out. Now, when the function has already helped you and now it is going away, it will be returning something back to you, just like a return gift. Okay, just like a return gift, guys, it will be returning something back to you. Let us see that once again, guys. Let us see that once again. Okay, so if we go back to our console, and you remember this undefined that was coming up right over here, guys. This undefined that is coming up right over here. When I'm running alert, let us see this. When I'm running alert, okay, and then hi right over here, and I am running this little line of code, you are able to see that I'm getting hi on my screen. I'm getting hi on my screen itself, and I'm getting undefined on my screen. Yeah, I'm getting undefined right over here. Hi is coming up as our alert, and undefined is coming up inside of our console itself, guys. Okay, undefined is coming up inside of a console. But when I'm writing prompt, 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 okay, and then I'm having let's assume it's the same hi itself. We're able to see whatever the user is giving as an input, whatever gibberish the user is giving as an input itself, That is what is coming to my screen. It is not coming up as undefined. It is not coming up as an undefined itself, guys. Are you guys able to see this difference? Please let me know. First, we need to understand this difference, guys. Are you guys able to see this difference, guys? Please let me know. That 0 came because of a misprint. It's fine. Good. So these are called as your inbuilt functions, guys. These are also alert and prompt as well are functions. Alert and prompt as well are functions, but we are not declaring it. It is not user defined. It is already inbuilt inside of JavaScript. Somebody else created these functions and you are just directly using it. You are just directly using it, guys. Let's try to understand this, guys. There are two types of functions that exist inside of JavaScript, inside of any programming language. The inbuilt function and your user defined functions itself. Inbuilt and user defined. So your user defined function is greeting. That is what we created, we defined, and we were using it itself. Your inbuilt functions are like your alert and prompts. Now, while leaving alert and prompts, think about alert and prompts as two cats. Okay, think about alerts and prompts as two cats itself. The one cat that is prompt is very friendly. It's very friendly, and alert is our enemy. Alert is our enemy. Both of them came to help you, but while leaving, your friend left behind something. It give you a return gift. While leaving you after helping you, it gave you a return gift. But your enemy did not give you anything. There was no return after that, guys. There was no return after that. They didn't give you any kind of return gift. That's the reason why you're getting undefined on your screen, guys. Because that function after execution did not give you back anything. So undefined. What did you give? What did it give you? Nothing. What did it give you? Nothing. Whereas your prompt after leaving us gave us the input of the user. That is what is coming up on our screen, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Think about it in such a way that when alert was being run, it didn't give you anything. That is the reason why on the console it's showing undefined. It did not give you anything back. Whereas when you are running prompt, whatever the user gave an input, that is what is coming up to your screen, guys. As you're able to see in alert, you're getting undefined on your screen because it didn't give you anything. Whereas when you're running prompt, it give you back same something itself, that is the input of the user. For example, with this greeting function as well, let us remove lock. We don't require it for our code right now. We'll remove this as well. We'll save this. We'll go back to our console and we'll run greeting right over here, guys. Greeting greeting and then 26. Okay, that is what we want to run, the user defined function. Now, right now, inside of our greeting code itself, as you're able to see, it is helping you guys out. But it is not giving you anything right now, guys. It is not giving you a return gift right now. There's no return gift, guys. So if we run this particular code, guys, if we run this particular code, you are able to see that what is your name, some random name. Hi, random name. Welcome to DevTown. Your age is 26. Everything is working fine. But we're getting undefined on our screen, guys. The reason for that is we are not getting anything back. We are not getting anything back, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? We are not getting anything, any return gift back, guys. Now, if you want to give a return gift back, you can give anything back. You just have to write another piece of code right over here. In the last line, that is a return statement. That after completing the code, what do you want it to return? You can return 0, you can return any random number as well. You can return a text right over here. Any random text, you can return it. You can return a true or a false value as well. You can return a particular variable itself. You can return name, you can return age, whatever you want to return. Whatever you want to return, you can return that. For example, right over here, I'm returning as my parting gift, as my return gift, I'm returning age right over there, guys. I'm returning age right over there. So if I save this, I go back to my console and rerun greeting. As we're able to see, we are getting our age as our return. We are not getting undefined. We are getting age as our return itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. You can return anything that you want. Okay. Okay, great, guys. Awesome. You guys are so smart. You guys were able to understand it in one go itself. Now, Why the fuck are we writing our code inside of this console, inside of this developers option? Why are we not using a VS code or something else to write our code? The reason for that is what I'm going to say right now. Okay, the reason for that is what we're going to learn right now itself, guys. Think about it. JavaScript is a programming language. JavaScript is a programming language, guys. And a programming language can do anything inside of your computer if a programming language is able to work properly. So think about it. Right now, JavaScript is working inside of your browser. The Chrome browser that was there, we opened up the developer consoles inside of it, and the JavaScript was able to run inside of the browser itself. That is, every single website in the entire world uses JavaScript to run. Now, if JavaScript was able to run inside of your computer directly as well, then it will be able to access your files, your folders, your passwords, your credit card account details, everything that is present in your computer. Every single website will be able to access it. Will you feel safe? Please let me know. Every single website in the entire world uses JavaScript to run. If JavaScript was directly able to run into your computer as well, then every single website in the entire world will be able to access all your photos, all your files, all your passports, all your passwords, IDs, everything that is present in your computer. Every website will be able to access it, and nobody wants that, right? So how was JavaScript created? Was, think about it in such a way that JavaScript cannot work inside of your computer directly. Okay, it requires something to work inside of a. So think about it in such a way. We are humans, right? We are humans. So we'll create a particular Earth right over here. So this is Earth, guys. I think so. I should have started with a blue color first. So I'll create. So this is our atmosphere. Okay, this is your atmosphere, guys. So we have created our atmosphere. This is your Earth right over here, guys. We'll create our Earth right over here. So this is how we'll be creating our Earth. In the middle, we are having our Earth right over here, guys. Earth. And everything else is space. Okay, everything else is spaced, guys. Now, this space basically represents your computer. Okay, so I will just take up a pen. SPACE space, or your COMPUTER computer. This atmosphere that is there, guys, ATM or atmosphere, that is your browser. That is your browser itself. Okay, Simran, okay, you are not going to get your attendance because, like I've already said, the class is of 60 to 90 minutes long, guys. Okay, so anybody who's asking for attendance, they are not going to get this certificate. This person, I'm going to tell it to my team, she is or he is not going to get any certificates from our end. The classes are going to be 60 minutes to 90 minutes every single day. That is not going to change. If you want to learn right away, you can stay with us. You want to leave right away, you don't want to study, you can leave at anybody point of time. You don't have to stay with us, guys. It's a free thing. You want to study here, please stay here, guys. We are always there to help you guys out. We'll always make you guys understand topics. If you're not here to study, please, my class, you can leave it. Okay. So right over here, guys, this atmosphere is basically a browser. JavaScript is this human, guys. This human right over here that is standing right over here, guys, that is your JavaScript. Now, this Earth and the atmosphere provides it all the different features for it to live, for it to survive itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. This particular human gets all the different resources, the air, the water, the land, everything that requires to survive inside of this atmosphere. Now, if I remove him and put him inside of space, guys, if I remove him from right over there and put it up inside of space, he will immediately die, right? He will immediately die itself. Why? Because space is not provided with any kind of resources to actually work. That is the reason why this JavaScript, we were using it inside of the browser itself. This JavaScript is what we were using inside of the browser, because browser has everything for JavaScript to actually survive, for JavaScript to actually work. But we directly try to use it inside of our computer, it won't work, because that is how we are able to prevent websites from using anything inside of our computer itself. We don't want it to be connected to our computer. That is the reason why JavaScript does not directly work inside of a computer itself, guys. But we need to code inside of a computer. We cannot code inside of browsers, right? We need to code inside of computers itself. So what is the solution? How can a human survive inside of space, guys? Can you guys let me know? How can a human survive inside of space, guys? Can you guys let me know? How can a human survive inside of space, guys? Can you guys let me know? Please let me know, guys. Using space suits. Absolutely correct, guys. So you can put this human inside of space suits itself. Okay, this is a space suit right over here. And that is how he will be able to survive inside of space. That is how he will be able to survive inside of space. Now he will be alive and kicking. Right? That is how he will be able to survive inside of space, guys. So this spacesuit not only allows him to survive inside of space, but also allows him with some extra features as well. For example, he can fly. There is a rocket booster that is there behind him that helps him to fly inside of space. Normally, as a human being, you are not, as a normal human, you are not able to fly inside of space. You're able to jump, but not fly. But inside of space, you can now fly as well because some additional features also got added to you. Still, there is no connection between the world and the spacesuit. Still, they are not able to communicate with each other. But inside of this particular spacesuit, JavaScript will be able to work. It will be able to function. And this spacesuit is nothing else but what we refer to as Node.js, guys. It's what we refer to as Node.js. Okay. This is what is a part of backend web development, guys. We're going to have a bootcamp that is going to be starting on, I think so, 25th of this month on backend web development, where we'll be learning a lot more about Node.js, Express, MongoDB, and many other things as well. So, like I said, guys, this is a very important thing to remember, that why are we using console and sources? Of course, from tomorrow onwards, we are not going to use console or sources, guys. Tomorrow, we'll be learning about React.js. What is React.js? Why do we need to reuse it? And then we'll be start to program in React.js from tomorrow as well. So you don't have to worry about it, guys. This is an additional concept that I wanted you guys to understand, that why were we using console? Okay, why were we using console or sources, guys? Somebody wants to say bye to you guys. Say bye. Lucy, say bye. Bye. Gucci, 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 Gucci. Bye. Okay, go enjoy your life. So right over here, guys, that is the reason why we are going to use from tomorrow onwards. We are going to use something called as Code Sandbox or Replit for our programming purposes itself, guys. And then we'll be continuing from tomorrow onwards with React.js. So tomorrow is a very big day, guys. And tomorrow I'll be taking up there will be 2 attendances in tomorrow's class, guys. I'm letting you guys know right now itself. There'll be 2 attendances in tomorrow's class, guys. You have to fill both the attendance tomorrow to get your certificates. If you miss out even one of the attendances, you will not be able to get your certificates. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. If you miss on any one of the attendance as well in tomorrow's class, you will not be able to get your certificates. There'll be 2 attendances anywhere in the middle of the class itself. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to fill out your attendance. Okay, if you are not able to fill up your attendance, guys, you will not be able to get your certificates as well. You have to fill both the attendances tomorrow to get your certificates. Not one, not two, both. Okay, not one, not two, both, guys. You have to fill it up to get your attendance for tomorrow. If you miss out any one of the attendance, do not come to me at a later point of time saying that, sir, I missed my attendance. What to do? You missed out your attendance, you only figure it out. Okay, I've told you guys tomorrow there will be 2 attendances. One will be in the starting of the class, one will be in the middle of the class itself. If you miss out the attendance, I cannot help you guys out with that. Okay. Okay, guys. So now I'll be sharing the attendance link with you guys. So be ready for that as well. I'll be sharing the attendance link with you guys today. After sharing the attendance, you will be having 5 minutes to fill up your attendance, guys. Please let me know if the attendance is not working for you. If it is showing a traffic error, what do you have to do? Just to remind you guys, if your attendance is not working for you, it is showing a traffic error. What do you have to do, guys? Because let me know. What do you have to do? What do you have to do, guys? Because let me know. Refresh or reload the attendance if it is not working for you. So right now I'm going to provide you guys with the attendance. Please start filling it up. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:30. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:30. Tomorrow we'll be having 2 attendances, guys. If you miss out on any one of the attendance, you will not be able to get your certificates. Okay, so please try to fill up your attendance right now. So I'll pin it up in the live chat as well, guys. Please start filling up your attendance. The attendance thing will be closed exactly at 9:30, guys. The attendance thing will be closed exactly at 9:30. Tomorrow there will be two attendances, guys. If you miss out on any one of the attendances, you will not be able to get the certificates. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. Please start filling up the attendance right now. Please start filling up your attendance, guys. At exactly 9:30, the attendance link will be closed. After that, even I will not be able to help you guys out with that. Okay? Exactly 9:30, the attendance link will be closed, guys. Can we put a function inside another function's parenthesis? Yes, absolutely yes. But that is a advanced topic itself for you guys right now. Still haven't received the Google certificates for Python and AI. I think if you have not got, you should have got a call for the same itself and for the tasks to be completed. If you have not done it, then how will you get the certificates? Do you know what is the criteria of getting the certificates as well? Shiva, it is working for everybody else. Why is it not working for you? Just refresh or reload it. Do not make excuses. Link is working absolutely fine, guys. If everybody is able to fill up their attendance, you should also. 1,000 people have already filled up the attendance itself, guys. What the fuck? Why is this question right over here? By mistake, I guess the question had been added to your attendance, guys. That is not for you. Okay, guys can just ignore it. Okay, that is not for you guys. You guys can just ignore it for now. By mistake, an additional question was added for you guys. That was not for you. That was for the previous boot camp. You guys can just ignore that particular question, guys. You guys can just ignore that particular question. That is not for you guys. Okay. You'll get it soon, MJ. Do not worry, guys. You will get it soon. Okay. Okay, guys, so we'll meet in tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. There's one more minute to fill up your attendance, guys. There's one more minute left to fill up your attendance. Please start filling up your attendance, guys. There's one more minute left to fill up your attendance. Please start filling up your attendance right now itself, guys. Attendance link is in the live chat. Please start filling up your attendance, guys. Don't be slow. Otherwise, you will not be able to finish up with the same. Only one more minute left, guys. After that, I will be closing for the attendance, guys. So thank you so much, guys. And we'll be continuing from tomorrow's class. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. We'll meet in tomorrow's class. Please be on time in tomorrow's class, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.